From the streets to the runway, from the course to crypto, sneakers are more than just shoes. Their currency, their culture, their identity. But in 2025, is the sneaker culture still in a strange place? Inflated, somewhat divided, yet more mainstream than ever. What happened and where are we headed? Sneaker culture didn't just start in an office or a boardroom. It started on blacktops, it started in skate parks, it started in rap battles. Air Jordan 85s weren't just shoes, they were a rebellion. By the 90s, brands like Nikes, Adidas, and Pumas held big tribes, collecting and hunting, not refreshing the page. Fast forward to the 2000s, sneaker culture became a global language, but today the game has changed. Today, sneakers drop and sell out in seconds thanks to buys, raffles, and hype. The resale market has turned the sneakers into stocks. Platforms like StockX and GOAT made buying heat more easy, but it also made it harder for the average consumer to cop what they love. It's not about the love anymore, it's about who can flip the fastest. Collabs once felt special, now they're a strategy. Still, celebrity influence drives the market more than ever. Social media made sneakers a social currency. If it's not trending, it's not selling. Even Yeezys once was gold, even lost their boost. We're seeing the culture split, real collectors versus profit changers. The tension is real. With the climate of awareness, brands are under pressure to go green. Recycled materials, sustainable drops, and even NFTs are part of the conversation now. But are these real solutions, or are they just greenwash marketing? Leaning into the quality in actors and self-expression, open one to be that guy, just flex. Despite the noise, sneakers are still building community pages, YouTube channels, Discord groups. The culture still lives. Small brands, local artists, and designers are craving their own lanes. It's bigger than resale. It's about the connection. Sneaker culture has grown up, sold out, evolved, but at its core, it's still about passion. Whether you're rocking Beaters or DS Grails, it's about the stories on your feet. To explore the sneaker culture today, ask yourself about the evolving topics as follows. 1, the evolving trends that's going on today in social media, the impact of technology, the role of social media, which I think is obviously the backbone, and also, the intersection of fashion, art, and sports. Also delve into the community's ethical concerns regarding the resale value and the overall value of the sneakers in the modern marketplace. Sometimes you have to ask yourself, what are some of the popular brands? What are some of the trending brands? What's the overall definition of a sneakerhead? And mainly my thing, how does social media influence the sneaker culture today? And I really think that backbone of social media, we're the ones that thrive, because you guys can really come to us for any questions, because we give you guys all the information you need as far as the quantity, the quality, when and where and who, what collabs coming out, all these different subjects. And all in all, there still plays the factor of how the sneaker culture is getting treated today. Now, even now to this day, Nike Air Max are not in production anymore. But Nike did come out with a new shoe, a $1,000 shoe, which is trending all over social media. As far as the technology, you have to ask yourself, how does technology like online platforms perform in the resale market values and keep the resale game up as far as the sneakers goes? How does NFT plays a role in all the new evolving technologies for these sneakers that we have out today? Some people, they just want to flex, you know what I mean? Some people just want to have that shoe, they want to be that guy, but sometimes these shoes actually mean stuff to people. You know what I mean? They actually have actual sentimental value behind it. And also you have people like collectors, you have people that just love the brand they're behind, they're loyal to their brand. Some people only stick with one brand. Me, if I wanted to say, I stick with Nike. I've been messing with Nike since a little kid, since my older brother put me on. Yeah, I seen the stories, I seen the stuff on my YouTube channel. As far as me crying up at Jordan 11s, for me getting them for the first and second time. Tears dropped down my eyes when I got that Space Jam 11. For me, I'm a collector, I guess you could say, a connoisseur. But as far as this fashion, arts, and sports, well, sports thrives. Like MJ, obviously, pretty much made the name that's back in Nike, which is actually here, because we actually at Ponge right now. But yeah, seriously, MJ is probably the backbone of basketball when it comes to Nike. And it treads off until trends like Travis Scott, J Balvin, all these collabs. So that delves in with the fashion, arts, and sports. Artists, content creators, all of the same. We the ones really promoting the shoe. We're the actual consumers. We're the people that's actually wearing the shoe. We're the ones spending our hard-earned money on the shoe. And you also have to talk about the price of some of these sneakers. With the tariffs coming around the corner, the sneaker prices will raise up as far as Nike and Adidas, mainly a bunch of these big billionaire companies. So you also have to put that into play. But even still, it may be a $10, $15 raise, but Nike has shown us to go up on at least every 2 or 3 years, especially the Jordan 11s, every 2 to 3 years, a good to like $10 to $15 on a shoe. So really, what you have to ask yourself, how does the sneaker culture influence you? How do you feel about the sneaker culture? How does it play a part in your life? What was it like getting that favorite shoe that you always wanted? What was it like getting that Christmas present that your dad said he wasn't gonna get? What was it like being in the sneaker store, picking up a sneaker and not being able to get it, but coming days, your parents come home and give you the one you actually asked for? So when you think about the sneaker culture, it's like a global phenomenon where people make fashion statements, symbols of identity, and even objects to desire. Sneakerhead has evolved from athletic footwear to self-expression. The significance among black hip-hop and black culture, driven collectors and enthusiasts from those who see sneakers as a way to connect with the community and express themselves. So how do I feel about the sneaker in this current state? This is a question that I usually ask people, like when I'm at conventions or I'm just interviewing period for the YouTube channel. But the real question is, how do I feel about the sneaker culture in its current state? Honestly, my honest opinion, would I be lying if I said it's good or where it needs to be? I probably would. Really what I want to say is, how I feel about it now. To be honest, I like in a state where I could just walk in the store, you know what I mean? And honestly get any shoe that I want and be able to pick it up without anybody thinking about, oh, that's a brick, or, you know what I'm saying, or those are not worth too much money. Now, I imagine, I did a lot of sobbing when I first got these shoes that I have on feet, my K54 5s. These shoes are very expensive, but it's one that I wanted. If I would have copped these for retail, then it probably wouldn't have meant this much. So I'm gonna let you take a grain of salt from that comment. But I mean, everybody wants to be the best of the best, right? You know what I mean? Everybody wants the best of the best on. Not saying if it's worth a lot of value or money, or it's just worth best or that much to them. You know what I mean? Like, it's that much value to them. Some sneakers have sentimental value. Some sneakers just have actually monetary value. You know what I'm saying? It all what it means to you. I guess how it is now. Like, okay, you obviously see Travis Scott's not as hype no more. I mean, when the Travis Scott ones first came out, when the first Travis Scott came out, they was over like 500. Now, like the actual Travis Scott shoes that are his own branded shoes with him, his own collab with Jordan and Nike, those are like $300 if you look them up on StockX tonight. So that just tell you, like, hype comes and goes, hype goes up and goes down. You know what I mean? So who's the next on the list? Or what's the next collab y'all looking forward to as far as somebody coming out with a sneaker brand? I mean, it's to the point where, to me, honestly, I feel like Nike should branch off and come to content creators like myself. But these influencers is really what's pushing the market right now. So maybe Nike should collab with one of us, or like some of the likes of YouTubers or Instagram or TikTokers or whatever, and maybe give us a brand in there to push the sales and profits up. That's just my thoughts. So let me ask you guys this. How do you guys feel about the sneaker culture in the current state today? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Enjoy the scenic background. Until the next one, I'll get with y'all later, man. Peace.